In the last 30 minutes, we've learned a person of interest has been named in connection to an investigation at a Southcrest home. Human remains were found on this property yesterday, prompting a huge law enforcement response. Sky 10 was overhead today as multiple people in hazmat suits crawled out from under the property on Newton Avenue. The San Diego County District Attorney's Office says 74-year-old Dwight Roan is a person of interest. He was a previous tenant and is currently in custody, charged with the homicide of Bernardo Moreno. In that case, Moreno's body was discovered as crews put out a fire just off the 905 freeway. Back in Southcrest, we've been speaking with neighbors and law enforcement as the investigation continues. ABC 10 News reporter Danny Miskell joining us now live from the scene. Danny?
Kimberly, I'm standing here on Newton Avenue, and behind me is the house that the DA's office has confirmed where 74-year-old Dwight Roan once lived as a tenant. I'm going to go ahead and step out of the way so we can show it to you now. You can see that there is still a very heavy law enforcement presence here. The home that you're looking at is right here underneath the 15 freeway, and we've been speaking to neighbors on all four corners of this street. And what's really interesting is that they've all kind of had the same response, that this house has had a reputation for suspicious activity.
We always knew something was kind of weird down there, but we never really we don't like to get in people's business, you know what I mean?
Miguel Bernal lives just a few houses away from where human remains were found at a home on Newton Avenue and 35th Street in Southcrest. On Tuesday, CHP, FBI, and SDPD announced they discovered remains on this property after getting a tip and carrying out a search warrant. Another investigator told ABC 10 News that they were here for a case that dated back to 2023.
Just still trying to process. It's something that intense.
I spoke to Alex Gonzalez, who was trying to get to his home from this alleyway one street over from Newton Avenue. It's still blocked off as investigators continue for a second day combing over the crime scene underneath the 15 freeway. It's giving other neighbors pause about their safety.
It is definitely making me question if I still want to be in this area.
While surrounding neighbors are piecing this story together, kids like Alexa Salazar, who grew up riding her bike down this street, is shocked.
As kids, we have been riding our bikes, you know? It's creepy and you never know what's going on inside of a house.
ABC 10 News has learned that two women were living on this property and had to be relocated. Witnesses told us that the women had only lived in this home for about a year and had no idea about the human remains. Other neighbors said there was a previous homeowner who lived at this property for several years and did not let people over to the side of the house where investigators continue to gather evidence. Now, the DA's office is asking that if anybody has any additional information about Dwight Roan and all these other potential crimes he could be connected to contact the SDPD's homicide unit or Crime Stoppers. Live in Southcrest, Danny Miskell. Kimberly, back to you.
Thank you, Danny, for that live update.